Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Hello and welcome once again to another quick shot review for Cheap Shot Entertainment and the Talk is Cheap podcast. I have just been to see perhaps one of the most bizarre films that I've ever seen in my life. It is Poor Things, starring Emma Stone and directed by Yorgos Lanthimos, and I believe it's based on a book, but don't quote me on that. It is dark, it is quite sexy, and I'm not going to lie about that. It is. Emma Stone gets it all out. So, yeah, I was happy with that. I'm not going to lie. But it is also, besides that, an epic performance from Emma Stone, as well as her acting partners in this film. Willem Defoe is in this film, as well as Mark Ruffalo. So not only do we get the Green Goblin and the Incredible Hulk, but we get Gwen Stacy as well from the Incredible Spider-Man. Yeah, so I mean, they are your three big names, and they all do a fantastic job alongside Rami Youssef and the others in this film. They're the sort of big names in this film, but no one dials it in. Everyone puts in an incredible performance, and like I said, it is just bizarre. It is a bizarre film that is also it also captures your imagination. It's um, I can only describe it as a masterpiece, a modern version of Frankenstein and uh, also Dracula as well. There's a lot of scenes that are very reminiscent of Bram Stoker's Dracula, and like I say, it would be for me a modern take on the Frankenstein Frankenstein's monster, except the Frankenstein monster actually creates his own scientist, and it's kind of like it kind of happens the opposite way. It's really, but not only that, it's endearing. The characters are funny. The humor hits really well. The darkness is absolutely wonderful, and the language, even though it's quite full on sometimes, is very much uh, all part of the package here, and it is absolutely brilliant. The music is brilliant. The shots are brilliant. The sets are brilliant. Um, each scene is brilliant. Even the transitions between each set piece, because there is like title cards going through as well, telling you where you are and what is happening. It is basically telling you the beginning, middle, and end of the film, and it's brilliant. I can't I actually can't put into words how good this film is. I was thoroughly entertained. It made me laugh. It endeared me to the characters as well, which is always a bonus because if you're going to watch a film, you want to be on board with the characters that you're following throughout the 2-3 hour period that you're watching the film. And yeah, it's brilliant. You don't ever feel like it's a two an odd hour film. It's just not boring at any point whatsoever. There are, and I will warn you about this, there are some scenes that may trigger people. It like when I say it's quite full on, it is full on, and yeah, there's certainly some scenes that are quite hard to watch, and it's just absolutely mesmerizing, brilliant, and just really unorthodox. It is absolutely insane. I honestly don't know how else to describe this film other than just saying go and watch it for yourself because it is absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Loved it from start to finish. It's satirical, it is unforgivingly bizarre and chaotic, but also endearing to why the characters are doing what they're doing. Some don't understand, some do it because of other reasons, which I won't give away. And it is just, yeah, it's thought provoking. It's a cinematic masterpiece in a month that is usually reserved for films that are cast aside by movie studios. So this is a rare film in January, and I think that's probably why they've released it in January because they'll get a lot of people watching it because of the utter trash that does usually come out in January. Because it's dark and it's cold, and so are the movie studios as well. Um, yeah, absolutely brilliant. I was blown away by this film. Would I recommend that you go and see this film? Absolutely. But don't get a big drink because you will need to go to the toilet part way through because you will not want to miss anything. Um, Absolutely brilliant. There is audible titters in the audience as well, which is always nice. When people feel relaxed that they can laugh at things and gasp at things. And there was a little bit of talking, which was annoying. I don't mind the laughing and the gasping. That is all part and parcel. That is exactly what it needs to be. Um, but yeah, that is Poor Things, and it is great. I would go and watch it. I would go and watch it again, and I'd suggest you do the same thing. And with that, I will see you next time on Cheap Shot Entertainment, Quick Shot Reviews, Talk is Cheap podcast. However you're joining us, we appreciate that you are joining us, and we thank you very much for doing so. We'll see you next time, Cheap Shot Nation. Goodbye.